Okay, so you just mentioned the representation, the lack thereof, really, both historically and in the present. I mean, if we focus specifically at the leadership in the present day, in my research, I've found, and I don't think it takes much digging to find, the Palestinian Authority is often viewed as a subcontractor of the occupation, uh, not representative of the Palestinian people, and is funded by people that support Israel that we'll get to as well. And I don't think they're operating in the good faith of the people they claim to be representing. On the other side, Hamas in the Gaza Strip, yeah, it was democratically elected, over 10 years ago, but it doesn't represent Gazans the way an elected government should. So, I
You
mean,
know
if you
why Hamas was elected, by the way, in 2006? It wasn't because all Palestinians wanted to kill Jews. It was because of the corrupt nature of Fatah. People in
Mhm.
Gaza were fed up with Fatah, and they voted for Hamas because they offered a new vision.
Yeah,
Whether you agree with that vision or you don't agree with that vision, the
it was
point
something different.
was something different. Just like Americans elected Donald
I was gonna say.
Trump and stuff like that. Same thing, literally same thing. Yeah.
So I guess you've already kind of touched on this. I was going to say, like, how do you feel about the two representative bodies? You've kind of already said that you don't believe they're representative whatsoever of the Palestinian people. So because I know that already, what would you like to see done, or how do you think Palestinians can come together to ensure that proper representation exists in their community?
Right now, it's very hard because the PA actively suppresses activists within Palestine. I think there needs to be a movement. There needs to be just like the PLO was a movement of Palestinian diasporas. The PLO didn't have Zoom, right, and they were spread out everywhere. I think that right now it's much easier to sort of imagine this sort of movement, grassroots movement coming up to try and dismantle the systems of oppression, and they're all intertwined. The PA and all this is intertwined with Israeli occupation. You don't have the PA if you don't have Israeli occupation, which is why some people argue that the PA should just uh, abolish itself, and then Israel will have to send in its own troops and its own bureaucrats and its own do the dirty work for them, and then people will actually see that, oh, this is a one-state reality. This isn't two states, or no, it's a one-state reality, and there's apartheid-like systems of segregation and oppression. But for active representation, man, this is where I come in. I mean, my goal in life is to be a representative of Palestinians all across the world. That's my vision, and I think that there's a lot of people out there that share my vision and that want also to represent Palestinians and that have the interest of Palestinians at heart. Because I know that at the beginning, right? I'm only 19. Maybe in 60 years, things will be different. But right now, I have the interest of Palestinians at heart.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make money, which is what, I mean, Mahmoud Abbas is 80, 85, I think, or 86. He's not, he doesn't have a real stake. You know what I mean? And also elections. We haven't had elections in like 14 years. So that would
Yeah,
help. I think
that'd be a
elections would
start.
help. That would be a start, 100%. But I do think
But only if the PA doesn't suppress somebody who's trying to.
no, but also, the way I see it is that we need like the way I always envision it is uh, Nelson Mandela and the other white guy from South Africa. I forget his name. The prime minister.
Yeah, his name's not coming to my head either, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I see it like that. Like two leaders coming together, talking about reconciliation, and what we need, that kind of movement. And then people are going to be like, can I swear on this?
Yeah, by all means.
People are gonna be like, fuck the PA. We don't need this shit, man. Like we can just we like the thing is, and maybe my vision is not the vision, but we need new visions. We need new ideas. We need to start doing this. And I think I see it in Palestinian circles. People have ideas and people are talking. It just needs to be pushed out there, and we need to start talking to Israelis as well, because our future is intertwined with their futures. And I think that is a major stepping stone. And a lot of people consider it normalization, but I think talking to Israelis is essential. There's no and I respect people's opinions that think that this is normalization. But in my opinion, I am not willing to sacrifice the lives of any more Palestinians for this cause, because we are known as the nation of martyrs, right? And I'm not willing. I've seen violence. I understand what it does to communities, and I'm just not willing to sacrifice any more Palestinian bodies. I think that we've done that enough, and it's time to seek more just solutions that tackle the roots of the problem.